Welcome to the Live Tap Podcast. I'm your host, Damian Trailer, and today I have Austin Mecca tapping in with me. Welcome to the show, Austin.
Thank you for having me.
No problem, bro. Austin, can you tell me your major, class of graduation, and what sports you play?
So I'm an engineering physics major, and my class of graduation is 2027, and I play lacrosse.
Engineering?
Yeah.
I know that's a hard major, bro.
Yeah, it is, because I'm low-key, I'm stressed just because I'm trying to make it to Georgia Tech, and it's a big ask, but I think I can do it.
Had to get my sophomore brethren in here, man. Sophomore stand up. How was your weekend, bro? Past weekend was Halloween weekend, as college students would say. How it go for you?
Oh, it was good, except for Penn State. I'm a big Penn State fan, so that killed me. But
Oh, sorry about that loss, bro. Hey, man, it was a good game though.
Oh yeah,
it was a good game. But y'all still think y'all getting in the college football playoff now?
Oh, for sure. I just same season, different. Different season, same story. James
bro.
Franklin can't do it.
Win big games. Shoot, I mean, I think y'all still got a chance to make it though. I mean,
Yeah.
y'all only got one loss, so if y'all win out, y'all should be in pretty good condition. But
Yeah,
I think y'all got eliminated from the Big Ten championship game now.
for sure.
You guys played a scrimmage in a couple weeks back actually. How do you feel the team did?
We actually put it together, I'm being completely honest, because we had some ups and downs, especially at practice. Not at each other's necks, but it was getting stressful just because we didn't really have a team identity. And then we went out there and just played the same ball as if we didn't miss a beat from last season.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see.
I ain't gonna lie, you guys are pretty good last year, man.
Yeah.
I worked the game day operations crew or whatever, so I used to work some of y'all games, and I don't know that much about lacrosse, but y'all boys pretty nice out there.
Oh, we had a great team last year.
Yeah. On to the sports questions. How do you juggle the student athlete lifestyle here at Piedmont?
I would like to say that we have a pretty nice mix. Sometimes it feels overwhelming. We've had lifts 4 times a week this fall season with 7 a.m. lifts, and those are kind of killer. But it's definitely like you try and find like the right amount of credit hours just so that you're not overwhelmed and you're not like drowning almost, because it can feel like that, especially if once we start the season we're going to have 10 hours a week practicing with even more on lifts. And like you said, engineering, it is pretty hard, and it'll get to me sometimes, but I try and balance it. I just try and like keep a very organized schedule, find the time to like sit down, carve out time to study, and then I won't be stressed when I have like things in the way like games or traveling.
Yeah, because usually, I mean, everybody I bought on the pod been like time management has been their biggest enemy coming into college, being a student athlete. So you say time management is hard for you as well?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Walking in, I had none at all because it used to be like homework and like home was completely separate from sports in high school, and you like got a breather and a break from it all, but you kind of live it, and you have to like actually like step outside of it and like see where you need to be at even like every hour of the day.
Yeah, man, that's real. I know a couple of you guys on the lacrosse team, man. I heard y'all be having them 5 a.m. practices.
Oh yeah, dude. It's
that hard, bro.
It's that not the practices, those are the women's, but our sprints and our running, we have to, or at least I get up at 5 a.m. because we have to be in the locker room about like 6:30.
Bro, y'all crazy, man. I'd be in the bed. I'd be knocked out at 5 a.m.
No, I know. I wish. I used to not know that there was 2 5s in a day.
Bro, what made you fall in love with the sport of lacrosse, though?
I've been playing since I was 7, so it's kind of just been my life, honestly. I just like everybody, I tried football, baseball, soccer growing up, and I don't know, it like something that felt different about lacrosse that made me stay with it all my life.
Did someone influence you to start lacrosse?
Honestly, no. It's kind of just like I said, like I was in that period of like trying out different sports, and it just like stuck out to me.
Well, were you good at those other sports, or were you just solid mid?
It wasn't even like I got a chance to find out.
Mm-hmm.
It was more of just like playing t-ball. I was just like,
Okay.
this is boring. And then like soccer, I can't really remember because I was like 4 or something, but um, I I just didn't like it. And then football, not even gonna lie, that I got benched. So that made me
That's
quit.
real. I ain't gonna lie. Football, man. I played flag though. I ain't really play football for real, but I got a concussion in flag. My mom just made me stop playing since.
Oh damn.
She was like, "Nah, bro." She was like, "Basketball only." I was like, "All right, cool."
No,
Um,
that's fair. That's fair.
yeah, but what made you come to Piedmont to play lacrosse though?
I was looking at a couple of schools up north, but uh, down south it just has like a nicer appeal. It's like warmer climate. It still gets cold up here in the mountains,
No,
but
for real.
I think it's a lot more beautiful. Even down to like the grass is greener, and just like a different scenery that just attracted me to come down here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, campus is really nice, especially like during the spring,
Oh
early
yeah.
fall, spring. But this past weekend, it was raining and it was windy and cold, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, dang, like
Yeah,
winter is definitely approaching soon.
but I love the especially around Swanson our leaves are changing and they're
Yeah,
falling. It looks amazing.
yeah, bro. I had to get some leaves off my car this morning. There was a bunch of them because I parked right under the tree, Purcell
Oh
parking
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
You guys' fall season just ended. How do you feel about the team so far, performance wise?
I feel good. Going into the season, there's definitely things we need to fix, and like, we had 2 of our starting defenders on the bench,
Mm-hmm.
and even like captains, and that definitely puts an impact on what we're able to see going forward because it's definitely not the shape that we're in.
Yeah.
But top to bottom, I think honestly looks better than last year because uh, like our base, like our lowest level is still higher.
Yeah, I mean that's real, bro. Y'all gonna be tough this year for sure.
I
I mean
hope.
y'all were nice last year. We gonna get in that a little later in the show, but y'all gonna be nice this year too. What expectations do you have for yourself and the team this year, though?
Just like every year, it's gonna be the conference championship. We fell short last year, and it put a really sour taste in our mouths. And we expect to see Pfeiffer again.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I got some words about Pfeiffer, but I just want to go out there and do the same. Honestly, we're facing a lot harder opponents this year, and I think that'll be a good test. But I think they're all winnable games, and honestly, I hope we win them all.
After last year's loss in the championship game to Pfeiffer, would you say they're y'all rival now? Because
Uh, f-
they're
for
one of the
sure.
best teams in the conference last year as well.
Yeah, they even got a win on us in the regular season, but they'll be here this year, so.
We're gonna lock
We
in,
got that
bro.
circled on the map or on the calendar.
Coach Tim Dunton, that's his name, right?
Yes, sir.
One USA South Coach of the Year last year. What was it that Coach Dunton did to lead the team to be so successful last year?
He just drills into us every day the same principles, and it's always about the team. It's putting everybody in front of yourself because we struggle with that in the fall about being just a little selfish, but um, uh, that's something we're going to work on. And, he he knows how to, like, get to us. We might not listen to like each other or sometimes put it together, but
Hmm.
once he huddles us up, like we just all get it and we all listen and we all understand, and that just like brings us together.
What or how does Coach Dunton push you guys to be to do you guys' like best on the field?
Um, in practice, if we're like lagging behind and like it's not really meshing, honestly, he threatens us to run, and then we'll put it together for the rest of practice with something scary. But I think it's just we all have one common goal, and we all see it in the same light. And just to reiterate, I guess in that huddle, it's just he knows what to say at the right time, and for like any situation, there's not really like a specific, but he's just a great communicator.
Yeah, man, I can agree, man. You guys went 14-3 last year. Speaking of you guys' record, I went 14-3 last year and lost to Pfeiffer, as we stated earlier, in the championship game. What do you guys have to do this year to make it back to get that championship ring?
Last year we really passed the ball well, and it was unselfish ball, and it wasn't about who was scoring. It was more about that we were scoring. And then on defense, we were stingy. A lot of turnovers and takeaways, and it really helped to keep the ball in our hands, and especially with the face-off, winning it from the jump and making sure that they don't even get a chance to score on us. That was huge, and I feel like keeping our 2 face-offs and adding a freshman who looks stellar, I think that we can jump up to keep it that way and make sure that even our defense doesn't even play it sometimes.
Yeah, because Pfeiffer, they went undefeated last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys are right under. But y'all only lost 3 games. I thought y'all was the actual number 1 seed until I actually did my homework and looked at the standings last year. I was like, oh wow, Pfeiffer undefeated.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, for real. Y'all opened the season against a familiar opponent in Barry. What this is a statement year for you guys off of last year. What do you feel the team has to do to win that game?
Honestly, it was a neck-to-neck game last year, and it came down to the wire. But I think that stamina and getting through the game and playing till the final whistle is honestly what we need to do, just like last year, because there was a lot that we gave up, but we put it behind us and we were able to move forward, and we didn't hang our heads on our mistakes, and we just kept pushing, and that really helped us to be able to follow through and finish.
What impact do you feel you could bring to the team this season to win games?
I feel like I can. I need to stay training in my own way, in the off season, and this goes for anybody on the team. But I just need to stay on the wall and make sure all my skills are locked in, and so that when I go out in practice, and I can actually focus on mental abilities and the IQ side of the ball, and I can actually look at the game in a different way rather than having to worry about the basic stuff that I should have been worrying about beforehand. And that's just something that happens every day. And right now I'm in PT, so I just have to focus on strengthening my shoulder and getting back to where I was before I dislocated it last season. But that's going good, and being in the weight room, I'm trying to not be a little body. I'm trying to be big body. Trying
to big body Austin in the chat.
But I'm trying to I'm trying to just make an impact for our team, because we lost 2 of the poles that were in front of me last year, and they were stellar, and I just hope to replicate kind of what they did.
Can you give me a day in the life of a Piedmont lacrosse player on a game day?
We wake up, we don't have a lot of early days, but sometimes especially if we're traveling, we'll wake up and get a meal together or something, or try and get some energy in our body, and then we kind of spend even if we have to be in the locker room 2 hours before a lot, we'll come in an hour early, 3 hours. Just make sure your stick's right. Make sure every little thing. A lot of people will get superstitious, and make sure that even the tape on their stick feels good. Because it's a huge mental thing, and you just gotta focus in. Some people won't even talk. Just AirPods in the whole 9, and sit in their locker room, just think to themselves, and be focused in. But then we go out on the field, do some warming up, and then we'll go back in, and that's when we get hype, and we blast music, and we keep like a good energy, like no matter what. Like you just gotta like have fun with it. You can't take it too seriously, no matter if it's like an easy game where we're projecting ourselves to win by like 20 and the freshmen to go out, or like the conference championship. We just gotta be like, gotta get the nerves out. It can't be too focused on the what ifs, and you just gotta be ourselves. And then that's when we go out and just execute.
That's a hell of a day. If I were to ask a teammate or a coach about you as a player, what would you hope they'd say?
I'd hope they say that I'm like honestly the perfect teammate. I try and be, where I look out for other people, and like I try and give constructive criticism where it's at without like downing on them or like just saying it was a bad play. I try and help out, and at the same time like I'll do whatever, like if I'm injured, I don't care about like being a water boy or whatever. Like I'll do that if it means like
Helping the
it's
team,
helping the team and getting us a win in any way see fit.
When your college career is over and you graduate from Piedmont, what career path would you like to pursue?
I would love to be an engineer. I thought about it since I was in the 4th grade. Like I've
Okay.
always said I've wanted to be, and it's just like a life goal of mine to be able to do. Probably I've been looking at like electrical engineering, like soldering or working on like computer chips, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you taking a lot of math classes then?
Oh yeah.
Boy, you ever took liberal arts? The-
That's
the-
I started at Calc, so
Oh my God. Bro.
yeah.
I mean, calc is hard. I can only imagine.
Oh yeah.
But I know liberal arts, bro, is hard, bro. It's like you basically taking a different math every week.
Seriously?
So 1 week you'll be doing algebra, then the next week you'll be doing geometry, then the next week you'll be doing like true false notification, something like that.
Damn.
Notations. But like, yeah, bro, I hated that class. But on to the mental side questions. Do you feel like mental health is important in the sports world?
Oh, for sure. Because sometimes it's overlooked, and like I said, sometimes like some teammates will just like. This is general. I'm not saying about our team, but sometimes like a teammate will down another teammate in a sport because they feel like they should be doing exactly the same things that they would because they wouldn't make those mistakes. But then like on the other side of it, like I don't think they would like it if they pointed out every mistake that they made, and it's just like you got to take a step back and realize that like everybody's going through something, especially like when you see that you're going through something. And it's great because especially with our coaches, like they're not afraid to reach out and make sure that you're doing fine. And we have player meetings, and it's a good chance to like talk to the coaches. And even outside of that, they say like don't be a stranger, just like come on in, talk to them. And it's good to have caring teammates too that make sure that you're always 100% because it ties into playing too. It can affect you.
Has there been a moment throughout your sports career where your mental health was affected by your sport? If so, how did it impact you?
Definitely when I was injured, it kind of just like
To my last year injury, the shoulder.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because like it kind of makes it feel pointless. Like you're going out there doing everything that you're hoping to do, dreaming to do, and getting to the place that you want to be at, and then it just seems like it's all for nothing.
Yeah.
But it's about the grind. It's about fighting back from adversity, and it can be mentally exhausting and definitely tough. But you just got to roll with the punches.
I mean, I know you had the injury last year. How did it happen though? You said you dislocated your shoulder.
Yeah, I actually did it 3 times.
Dang, bro.
Yeah,
Oh.
and every time it was in practice, I was just guarding, trying to play physical defense, and it would just slip out. Like the one time I went up and came down, it fell out, and then the one time I tried to push out and it popped out, and then the other time I also went up and it kept popping out. So
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. I mean, I can only imagine like the pain at them? Like,
Oh yeah, dude. It's for me. Other people can handle it well. For me, it's immobilizing. Like I literally have to take baby steps off the field,
mm,
because I'm like I can barely move.
I mean, I know you're still currently dealing with this injury, but like, how do you plan if you haven't already overcame the adversity? How do you plan to overcome the adversity of this injury?
Um, well, I think about it every day, especially in PT, but I just plan to get out there and play the best ball of my life and
Mm,
not let it affect me. And I'm trying to make it so that it's almost like I didn't even lose time off that field and that I'm going to prove that I'm the best player out there, just like I've tried to do my entire life.
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, on the bright side, you're only a sophomore, so I mean, you
Yeah.
got years, but nobody wants to go through an injury at any time in their career.
Never. It's horrible. I don't wish it upon anybody.
No, for real. Do you think your sport has shaped or helped you grow as a person?
I would say so because I've definitely learned a lot of leadership and cooperation just out in the real world too. Because I see a lot of times where I can step up and say something that's gonna help the overall group of no matter what I'm in to come together and not feel like they're alone or they're competing against the people that they should be working with, because sometimes that can happen out on the field. Like we forget that we're teammates and that it's just practice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all for the mental side questions I got for you. I got burner questions though. These like little quick questions. Did you have any other offers from any schools outside of Piedmont?
Yeah, I had one. It got taken away though because the coach like got his job taken from him or whatever happened there.
Man.
And then I talked to a couple of other schools, but like I couldn't really find any schools with engineering.
Yeah, cause that's one big major,
Yeah.
and some people don't have that. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, especially D3, and I really didn't look for like D1s or D2s.
Yeah, but you knew you wanted to still play lacrosse coming into college.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's real. Say you're coming back from a long road trip, and Coach Dunton say y'all got sprints when y'all get back, but don't give y'all a reason as of why. What or who do you think the reason may be y'all having to run sprints when y'all get back?
If he's saying it, it's got to be like either offense or defense as a group, because one definitely played like dog shit. Because there's usually somebody to blame. We try and take it as a whole team, but there you can definitely point to in a game who like kind of fell through.
Yeah. Who's the most wild or funny person on the team, and do you have a story, an appropriate story?
Um, I would have to say the most wild on our team is Pagano, Andrew Pagano.
Yeah.
Just because he's super out of pocket. I wouldn't say there's a specific story to what he does. He brings it every day. There's something new every day. He just speaks his mind. He's always got some crazy stuff to say, and he doesn't care who gets it, especially like out on the field of trash talk. Second place would be JoJo and Joseph Whitmore.
Oh yeah, I know Joe.
Yeah.
That's my neighbor, bro. We live right across from each other.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, in Swanson.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Twin be going.
He's
wild,
he's
bro.
crezy. Yeah.
No, for real.
I can't say some of the stuff he does.
Trust, bro. I'll be hearing y'all boys, bro.
He's so loud.
It was this one time in the village, bro. That's all I gotta say. We can move on to the next question though. Favorite music artist, current or all time?
For me, it's Pink Floyd. I got a tattoo of them on my forearm, but my dad just got me into them when I was super young, and it kind of influenced me. I try and listen to everything, but I'm super biased.
You said Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
Is that a music person or
a band?
Group? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's a '70s band.
Okay.
Yeah, I love classic rock. It's just my thing.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where are you traveling to?
Definitely Italy.
Oh,
Uh,
that's valid.
yeah, I just think it's beautiful, like top to bottom, and I'd love to see all the sites that are world famous. Like the Colosseum looks dope.
Hmm.
I would love to be like exploring around in that.
Yeah. You ever heard of Belize?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I have.
that's where I want to go.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, bro, it's
That'd
nice
be
out there, bro.
sick.
Anybody who listens to the pod, and I'm a big TikTok guy, I be seeing Belize on my TikTok feed all the time, bro. It's real nice out there. But if you're going to a gas station for snacks, what you walking out with? You
Um,
can have up to like 3 items at most.
hot fries, Arizona tea,
Mm.
and probably Cheeto Puffs, dude. I don't know why. I just
That's interesting.
yeah,
Hot fries, Cheeto puffs in Arizona.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Arnold
real.
Palmer for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, okay, well, okay. You know some Austin. Arnold Palmer's be good.
They smack, dude. They're my favorite drink easily.
Nah, for real, bro. You ever like go to like a restaurant or something, and then they got like lemonade and like sweet tea, and you be like, "Hey, can you mix it?"
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be telling them to mix it, bro.
because
I'm not
they
gonna
do.
lie.
They do that where I work at, so I always be making Arnold Palmers for people.
If you're stranded on the island, what 3 things you making sure you have with you?
Um, a guitar, probably my lacrosse stick,
Hmm.
and honestly a football.
A football?
Yeah.
Oh snap! I mean,
Yeah.
I had people over here like some people I had on the pod thinking survivor mode type. Like it
Nah,
was
I
it
could
was
I could live off the island.
okay.
Trust.
So you a survivor? You gonna find a way?
Yeah. I don't need to bring stuff to survive with.
Okay.
All right. I might switch the football for a knife now that I think about
Yeah,
it.
that's real. I was about to say, cause at first when I talked to her, Riley, she was like, yeah, I'm getting a big fat knife, and then Jessica was like, she's just bringing her truck that's gonna be compact with a bunch of stuff to live off of. I was like, okay.
That's cheating, in my opinion.
And then my other friend Draylon, he was like, he bringing his phone, AirPods, iPhone charger.
Charge it, plug it into what?
That's
though?
what I was saying, bro. And then I remember Bailey Wiseman, when I interviewed him last week, he was like, he bringing an Ethernet cord or something like that, or internet cord. I was like, bro, there's no way, bro.
Dude, he would need one to fit across the ocean, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how you gonna get internet on an island in the middle of nowhere? You're surrounded by nothing but water. But this is my last question for you, by the way, man. You know I appreciate you coming on.
Oh, for sure.
If you could look back and give your younger self advice, what would it be?
Don't take anything for granted. Do your best and put everything on the table each day, and live like there's no tomorrow. Because, you know, it's you're not guaranteed anything, and I wish I could have like proven throughout, especially like maybe high school and middle school, that I was that I was the type of lacrosse player I see myself as today, and I shouldn't have been like limited or like honestly played scared at sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think I'd be in a different position, but at the same time, I don't regret anything. I'm glad I'm where I'm at today.
That's real, man. You know, before I end the pod, you know, I always have my guests before we end it go out on a Let's Be Great Today. So before I end the podcast today, man, can I get a Let's Be Great Today from Mr. Austin Mecca?
Let's be great today.
Yes, sir, bro. Appreciate you coming on, man. You know,
I
you're my
appreciate
guy.
you for having me.
You know, I had to have my sophomore brethren on, man. Well, live tag family, that is the end of the Austin Mecca episode. I want to appreciate everybody for listening. Tune in to Thursday's episode. We got a good one. We got Piedmont women's golfers Aaron Donovan and Sarah White coming on the pod. And remember, everybody, let's be great today.
Let's go.